Binance app tutorial for beginners. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step by step with how you can get started with the Binance application. Whether you're using a iOS device or a Android device, signing up and getting started is very simple. So make sure to use the exclusive link provided in the description box down below to get your sign up bonus when signing up for Binance. Now let's get started. First off, you're going to go into your Google Play Store or your App Store. So we're just going to go on ahead and open up. So we're going to go into our App Store over here, and then we are going to search for Binance. Now you're probably going to find two Binance applications. One might just be the regular Binance application, and the secondary one might be the Binance wallet. Often people confuse the two. Wallets are usually for holding your cryptocurrency, whereas the Binance exchange is actually for trading crypto. So we're just going to open this up like so, because I've already installed it. But if you haven't, you're going to install it. It gets installed in a couple of minutes. And once you have installed it, you can just simply open up the Binance application. Now, this is what your home feed is going to look like. Below that, you have markets, you have trading, futures, and your assets. So on your top left, you're going to click on these three lines and then click on sign up/login. Now, to create your Binance account, you're going to click on create Binance account. Once you do that, you guys can see you can add your email and then you can proceed with your sign up. When you're signing up for Binance, the most important thing is to have any sort of identity verification on hand. So usually you would want to use maybe your ID card or passport or a driving license to verify your identity. This is when you first are creating your Binance account so that Binance can verify that you are an actual person. Now I am going to just log into my Binance account over here, and we can proceed. Now you guys can see that my account says it's verified. A verified account means that I have verified my identity, that I am a real person. So going back into our regular Binance dashboard, this is what your dashboard is going to look like. On your top, you're going to have an estimated total value of your funds, which means however much money you've put into Binance, however much money you have currently that you're holding. Below that, you have your popular news and a discover tab. Now, the most important thing is trading, and there are many other things that you can do other than trading on Binance, but first, let's take a look at trading. So if you click on trade over here, you will find that automatically you will be led to a trading dashboard. From the top of this, you will find conversions, spot trading, margin trading, as well as P2P and alpha. Now, one of the most popular ways to trade is going to be spot trading, because it's a very simple and easy way to trade, and it's what most people refer to when they refer to trading. So if you want to get started with spot trading, you're simply going to go on ahead, and you guys can see on the left, you have an order book where you can sell, and you can see the current prices at which BTC is being sold and bought. Now, below that, you will see any of your open orders. And then if you click on the bottom, you can view the current chart for the pricing. So if you want to buy or sell, you're going to decide that. Let's say I want to buy, and then the amount of BTC I want to buy is 0.005, and this would be worth around $4,393. Now, what spot trading refers to is that I would be buying at the current market price. So the current market price is 87.86.4. So I would be buying exactly at that price, not more, not less. However, if I want, I can also add leverage. However, that makes things a little more complicated. So adding leverage is basically betting on money that you don't have. Now, below that, you also have a few checkboxes. You have your TPSL checkbox, which is your take profit stop loss checkbox. When you tick this, you're able to add a limit to when you're reaching a certain amount of profit and you just want to start the transaction automatically. So let's say I want to take my profit at $50 and I want to set up a stop loss trigger at $50 as well, and the limit at 100. So this allows you to have an easy way to ensure that you're not losing too much money. Now, this is going to be applicable primarily at market orders or limit orders. You guys can see that there are different order types. When it comes to market orders, you buy and sell at the best possible price at the available time. So market orders are always going to be executed because you're buying or selling at market price. Above that, you have limit orders in which you are allowed to sell at a specific price. Then you have OCO and algo as well. Now after that, in the same way, you can also sell any of your tokens. If you want to change the token pair that has been selected, you're going to click on the top left. Once you do that, you guys can see that you are able to choose any token pair that you want. You can search from the top to make it a quick and easy search. So I want to search for Ethereum, and you guys can see this is the chart for Ethereum. Now, let's take a look at margin trading. Now, margin trading is slightly different, where you guys can see that you have a lot of the similar basics, but this is different, where you're actually introducing margins or you're introducing risk. So you guys can see on the top left, you have a margin level. And this is the total asset value of the cross margin account that is going to be divided by any of your liabilities or outstanding interest. Keep in mind that margin trading is more riskier and there are more chances of liquidation when it comes to margin trading or futures trading. You can also do P2P trading where you're able to quickly sell and buy with other crypto traders. Now, going back into our Binance home, this isn't just the only way that you can trade. You have other opportunities like futures trading, which is more risky but involves more funds and more earnings. So when you go into your services section, you guys can find common functions, gifting and campaigns, and then trade. Once you go into trade, you guys will see you have trading bots, you even have copy trading available, and futures trading. Now, futures trading allows you to predict the price of a token. You're not actually technically buying the token, you're predicting whether or not the value of the token is going to go up or down. If you think the price of something is going to go down, you sell or short it, and if you think the price is going to go up, you buy or long it. You have USDM futures as well as CoinM futures. Now, after that, you even have an earn section on Binance, which allows you to earn interest on your crypto tokens. So if you have crypto laying around in your account, you might as well put it to work and let it earn some interest for you. Keep in mind that the principal amount, let's say I have 5 BTC and I earn 5% interest on it, and the price of BTC falls 10% between the time that I earned the interest. Overall, technically, I wouldn't have made any amount of dollars because the price of BTC went down, so it really doesn't matter. But that is the risk involved with these interests, is that if the price of the token goes down, then the APRs are not going to be worthwhile. However, if you're using a stable coin like USDC or USDT, then it's pretty worthwhile, especially if you have the tokens anyway, and they're going to be in your account anyway. So this is how you can get started with Binance application on your mobile device. If you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and check out the description box down below to get started with the Binance app. Thanks for watching.